Cyril Ramaphosa will go down in history as one of the most useless, if not the most useless president we've ever had as a country, says Prince Mashele. Listen to this clip.
Cyril Ramaphosa will go down in history as one of the most useless presidents we have had after 1994. And I don't mince my words, useless. The Zuma will go down in history as the most criminal. But let's park that. We've dealt with Zuma many times. A president is client number one of our intelligence services.
Absolutely.
They report to the president.
Yeah.
The president is supposed to get briefings, intelligence briefings, every single day in the morning. Before he begins his activities, he is supposed to be told what is happening in the country. So there is absolutely nothing that Mkhwanazi knows that Cyril Ramaphosa does not know.
Such an important point, actually.
So this idea that there must be a commission of inquiry to investigate as if the president does not know what is happening is absolute nonsense. In fact, he is insulting our intelligence as a society. He knows. He even knows more than what Mkhwanazi knows. So there is absolutely nothing for him to find out. He knows Mkhunu is in the pockets of criminals. He knows that. But he cannot act sternly against Mkhunu. Why? Because he and Mkhunu are partners in crime. Let me explain what I'm talking about. When he became president of the ANC in 2017, Mkhunu was the chief campaigner of CR17 in KwaZulu-Natal.
Absolutely, and also ran as SG on the slate.
Exactly. So all the dirty money that was collected by Cyril Ramaphosa from Bosasa and all manner of dirty money that he went to court to try and protect, the person who was handling that dirty money in KwaZulu-Natal was Mkhunu. So Mkhunu knows a lot about Cyril Ramaphosa's dirty money.
Sure.
That's why Cyril Ramaphosa will never deal with Mkhunu seriously. So this whole thing, the way he has done it, they actually sat somewhere and say, how do we handle this thing in such a way that I don't injure you? And the deal is very clear to me. I can see it. The nation now knows, they have seen what Mkhwanazi has said. They will never believe us when we say you have done nothing wrong. So what do? We must get you to step aside in such a way that you keep your fat salary, you keep your chauffeur-driven vehicles, you don't buy fuel, you live in the same house, all the benefits must not be taken away from you. That's what he has done. This thing called a leave of absence. At the same time, then he goes to appoint an ANC professor. It's an ANC professor, this chap. We know him. Now, this is what is going to happen. When our country is in trouble, infiltrated by criminals, Cyril Ramaphosa, instead of dealing with the criminals, he actually makes us pay more. We pay 2 ministers. We are even going to pay for a commission of inquiry.
And 2 deputy ministers.
So, the summary of the story is this. This is the most expensive way of insulting us. He has used our money as a nation to insult us expensively. That's the gist of it. There's no other way. If you are fooled by Ramaphosa, you are fooled because you choose to be fooled.
At this point.
At this point. The last point is this. Einstein said the definition of a fool is someone who does the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. How many commissions of inquiry has the ANC government, even under previous presidents, have been instituted? And where have the actions been? We know the ANC, when they want a problem to disappear, they institute a commission of inquiry in order for the nation's anger to dissipate, and then they move on. This is exactly what Cyril Ramaphosa is doing. He thinks that we are idiots as a nation.
Okay, guys. Now, having listened to Prince Mashile, but not just listening to Prince Mashile, but applying your own understanding and how you see things, because you guys reside in South Africa. You guys have lived under the Cyril Ramaphosa's presidency. And some of you have lived, meaning by the time Nelson Mandela became the president, you were adults already. So you got to experience the Mandela presidency. Then you got to experience the Thabo Mbeki's presidency, the Jacob Zuma's presidency, and now it is the Ramaphosa's presidency. So when you juxtapose all those presidencies, would you agree with Prince Mashele when he says Cyril Ramaphosa is probably one of the most useless president this country has ever had? Here I'm referring to the democratically elected presidents since 1994. I'm not referring to the apartheid colonial presidents, because we as the natives of this land were not included in terms of the voting for those presidents. And for any black person, surely those were the worst times. I mean, Ramaphosa, when he came in 2017, here I'm talking about him contesting the ANC's presidency under the so-called CR17 slate. He came under a ticket of so-called clean governance, meaning he paraded himself, but not just himself. Mainstream media, business people, so-called analysts, so-called experts paraded Cyril Ramaphosa as a paragon of clean governance. I remember in one of the ANC rallies or gatherings, Gwede Mantashe once said, Cyril Ramaphosa, because he's a billionaire, he'll not steal. But of course, we know that flew right into the face of Gwede Mantashe, because as we speak right now, we've got one of the biggest scandals in this country, if it's not the biggest scandal since 1994, the Phala Phala corruption scandal, where Cyril Ramaphosa hid US dollars in his couch, undeclared money. Okay? But we're told this person is a billionaire, he'll not steal. We're told that he's a paragon of what is clean governance. So him having come into power through that ticket of clean governance. But we have seen the rot. It is him who at Eskom appointed that useless CEO, Andre Dorita. That man who crippled Eskom. It was under Cyril Ramaphosa's leadership where load shedding became a new normal. It means load shedding was so rife that we as citizens we had to adjust our lives to live our lives as per the schedule of that load shedding. Now we've got the Madlanga Commission. The SAPS is a mess under Cyril Ramaphosa. Not to talk about unemployment. Unemployment has skyrocketed under Cyril Ramaphosa. Unlike during Jacob Zuma came into office in 2009, it was at the time when the world was undergoing an economic meltdown of 2008, the financial crisis. So what could be Ramaphosa's excuse? If it's not because it's just a useless tool at the hands of the white establishment and the likes of Prince Mashile, they should shoulder the blame, because these are the people who had paraded Cyril Ramaphosa as an alternative to what they termed a corrupt radical economic transformation grouping that within the ANC that was led by Jacob Zuma. So today they should not come here and want to disown that. Yes, it's true that Ramaphosa is a most useless president, but the likes of Prince Mashila should tell us also about the role that they played in ensuring that we end up with this useless president. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please remember to join to become a member. Remember to subscribe, to like, share, and comment. My name is Tebos Kosana. The name of the platform is Izula Bansundu, the voice for Africans. Thank you very much, guys.